Amigo booth, and we're going to see several games today, but we're going to start off with a game called Mines. And to describe this game, we have none other than Andreas Pelikan to go ahead and show us this game. Why is it important that Andre is going to show us this game? Because he is the designer of the game. Andreas, welcome to the show.
50% of the designer
50%, okay, awesome.
Did it together with
awesome.
Alexander Pfister.
Okay, absolutely cool. Now, I've been a fan of your game for quite some years. This obviously is not your first game, so I'm glad to finally be able to meet you and talk to you in person about your game. So let's go ahead and take a peek at Mines. Let's start with maybe how you went about designing this, or you guys co-designed this guy.
Well, the central mechanic was a side product which didn't fit in Bully Piraten, the previous game.
Okay, right.
In an initial prototype, the central mechanic was the same, but it didn't fit in, and I thought it's a cool mechanic, but I want to do something with it.
Okay.
But had no ideas on my own, and asked Alexander if he has something to build around.
Okay, that's nice. A lot of times you're never sure how a game starts, whether it's the theme or the mechanics. So the fact that this was a mechanic that was going to maybe be part of something else was stripped out and able to stand on its own with this. That's very cool. So what theme do we have here with Mines?
It's a collector's game.
Okay.
So we're medical or crazy
collectors. I love
collectors trying to look for awesome stuff like the spectacles of Buddy Holly. I don't know if you can see them on the distance. Or, well, what else do we have?
So what are those guys?
The Halligalli.
Oh, okay, absolutely.
Fruits.
Okay,
Built
fruits from Halligalli. Awesome.
Built in Lego.
And are those underwear or a wind-up pair of legs, or?
It's the swimwear of.
Oh, it's swimwear.
It's the.
It's the bottom half of swimwear. We won't go any farther than that.
So
okay.
The backstory basically, all of us have a villa which is big, but still empty, and we want to put some crazy stuff into the west wing, something into the east wing.
Okay. You got three. I see.
There are 3 phases. Each phase, we're trying to collect stuff, and when somebody gets the 3rd item in that phase ends with then everybody has to discard part of his procurement items. So you first have to get stuff in order to get at the collectibles.
The really important collectibles. Okay, awesome. So how do we go about getting these guys?
Each turn you will be able to take 3 procurement cards.
Okay.
And you have to take them in one line. So I could take those, or
we can take
vertical, but also the 2 diagonals.
Excellent diagonals. Cool.
And I put them face up in front of myself. Of me. I don't have to remember you took 2 black ones and 1 blue and calculate, because there is no. I don't ever take something hidden.
Okay,
so
exactly. No memory element or anything like that, which is very good for
if I would want, if we had put them face down, you could remember what you have, but it would be a lot of work.
It would be very hard. So when you take those 3, do 3 other ones immediately fill in?
Well, you end your turn by filling the display.
Okay.
But if you now have enough stuff to get something, you can purchase it.
Exactly.
And that is immediately refilled.
Okay.
There's always...
The recipes are right on the card, so you know exactly what you need.
And each card has 1 or 2 categories. Black is sports.
Okay.
The green ones is film and music, so it's the Hollywood star.
Okay.
And
do you have to collect things from the same categories, or
well,
can you?
You have 2 preferred categories. For instance, I like sports and I like art.
Okay,
but
and this player likes sports.
You
and
also like sports.
Gotcha.
So we are competing for
okay.
Whoever has most sport collectibles at the end will get 2 extra points.
Okay, cool.
And if we have the same number, then we compare the values of the items.
Okay, excellent.
And yeah, I try to collect those which I need for my favorite items. And the big items, they cost a lot.
Right.
But they give you a lot of points, and the small ones are a little bit more expensive in relation to the victory points.
Gotcha.
So you want to collect the big ones, but that's risky because you need a lot of blues and a lot of one kind in this case.
Cool.
And if somebody ends the round while I have 10 different
of the procurement cards, then
cards,
exactly.
Then you lose 5, and that's really tough.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I can see once you guys figured out all the mechanics for this and you basically had the game, one of the funnest things to do probably was to come up and create all of these collector's items just to be as fun and zany as you can. I can see just from the 4 that are on the table, you guys were having a good time picking the items that you were going to try and collect. Did you both come up with them?
We both, and also Amigo had some suggestions.
Yeah, I see tips of the hats to other games and other fun, like the Spiel pawn on one of these is really cool.
1998.
1998, you can have your very own. It's worth 3 points, and it only costs a couple canes and a few handshakes. So that's a little schmoozing behind the scenes. You can have your very own Spiel That's pretty awesome. So is there any other parts of the games that I'm missing, or?
Well, I think I explained the basics.
Okay.
You're collecting those for victory points, and you're competing for those. That's one of the big moments. And also the end of turn, when it draws nearer, I can see you only need one more item, and I can see if you get that yellow card, you probably can buy that one. So maybe I take those yellows and hope that nobody picks.
Luckily, both the yellows were in the same row this time, so you could just make them disappear. Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Andreas. Do you have any new games that you're working on that you can tell us about? Maybe some projects that are either still in your mind or maybe coming out soon?
Well, there's one game in the pipeline with Heidelberger.
Okay.
And, well, there are 3 prototypes almost ready to submit to publishers.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, we certainly wish you the best of luck with the new games. We can't wait to give this guy a try. We've loved your games in the past, so we hope everybody will check out Mines. Obviously a great product by Amigo. Check it out. Looks cool.